Good afternoon, gentlemen. Now, as you all are aware, that the first test which is conducted in SSB is the picture perception and description test, PPNDT. Now, this is a screening test and it must be cleared before you can think of going into the phase 2 of group testing psychology and the interview. All the efforts you are putting in, like joining us in this coaching class or preparing at home, will be washed off unless you clear this particular test. So as far as I am concerned, this is the most important test in SSB. Because once you clear this, there are bright chances of you getting recommended also. So there are a lot of doubts which the people have, which I have seen people asking, and we have chosen this forum of YouTube. Through this, we can target many other people who have the similar kind of doubts. So I would request you all to ask me, clarify all your doubts regarding the aspects of PPNDT. And I should clarify the doubts so that we are all on the same platform. Please start. Yes, what doubt is there? PPNDT. Yeah, please take the mic.
Sir, when we used to see the pictures, sir, then how can we write the creative story, sir? Because from where we are, just like in the subconscious mind, it has been already fitted, sir. Sir, we got stuck in that, sir, because we know that there must be a creative story in that. Sir, so how can we enhance our creativity to write in that story, sir?
Good question. In fact, it's a good question. And a lot of people, listen, a lot of people, they fail in this because they do not know what exactly the requirement. The requirement is not, writing a creative story. The requirement is not so. Requirement is creativity coming naturally into you. Please understand this.
Yes.
I don't want somebody to mug up creative ideas from some book and try to fit them in a story. The moment you do that, you are mastering your personality and you should not succeed. Creativity is inborn. And when we read novels, magazines, books, the ideas which we generate from there, they all get stored in our subconscious mind. And when I see a picture, those ideas start matching that picture. And automatically creativity comes into that. And creativity also matches your age and the academic qualification. A class 12th NDA boy will have lesser creative ideas as compared to somebody who is a postgraduate or a graduate, because he has seen more college life and civil life and he is yet to see that life. So creativity is not to be thrusted. It has to come from within. And it can come in very small forms. For NDA boy, it can be very, very minuscule. I'll accept it. But for a person who has done BTech, maybe from IIT or somewhere, he has to have deeper ideas. Understood? Yes. Next question, please. Yeah.
Jain sir, thank you sir for giving me this opportunity asking to you question. Sir, my question is that what is the major difference of PPDT and TET?
Okay. Please sit up. Difference between PPNDT and TAT. Normally this is covered in the psychology class and I have covered with you all. Yes or no? Yes, sir. You were absent that day. Okay, still for the benefit of you and the audience through YouTube, we shall cover this point in brief. The TAT has got 12 pictures, whereas PPNDT has got only one picture. There is no discussion which takes place at the end of TAT as compared to PPNDT. You are shown a picture, then you discuss. In case of picture perception, you are writing the number of characters, their age, sex, mood, etc. In TAT, nothing is to be done that way. Action is not to be written in TAT as it is done in the picture perception. Okay, and the contents of the story are same in both the cases. Content remains same. The tense remains same. It has to be in past tense in both the cases. So these are a few major differences and similarities between TAT and picture perception. Okay. Next question, please. Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, in the PPDT hazy picture as shown as compared to TAT, right? Sir, so we have to think about 50% image, 50% we can use about imaginations. And I have written one story, right? But sir, ki how can I conclude it? How can I conclude that it can totally impact to the society or something positive aspect to the society? So to how can, what is the best way to conclude the story? Basically meaning is that, sir.
Okay, if I understand your question correctly, you are asking how to give a positive conclusion.
Right, sir.
Okay, please sit down. First of all, the picture shown to you in PPT is a hazy picture. It's a hazy picture, and hazy by design, not by default. ये नहीं कि कैमरे का लेंस गंदा हो गया तो पिक्चर hazy हो गई. It's by design. It is designed to give you a hazy image so that you are able to generate your perception. There are different perceptions all over. Okay, so once you have a different perception and you observe an image, you tend to make a story on your own. Some idea comes to your mind, and the way we have told you how to write a story with all the contents, you make the story in 3 parts: introduction, body, conclusion. Now once you have gone in the first 2 parts, automatically the conclusion will flow from the body to it, the conclusion. It will flow. If the story has been, if the picture has been, let's say, assume the negative picture, so accepting the negative and then trying to convert that into a positive end. So conclusion will be end. Now your question regarding sending a positive message to society, don't worry, don't do that. The message will automatically come from your story. In case your attitude, your personality is such that you are creative in nature, you are positive and you are helping nature, automatically that would come in the story. You don't have to force it down. Same question, if you try to force it, then you are trying to cheat your own self and cheat the organization. Don't do that. Okay, next question please.
Sir, how to overcome the nervousness in DT?
Indeed, okay. Nervousness comes because of various reasons. The first is, starting with the first reason is your age. Now you are very young. If you are for NDA or TS, you haven't seen such a forum wherein there are 15 people sitting together and discussing on a common subject. So if your personality is little inward looking, that is introvert, then you are bound to get nervous. Okay, because you are not a person who is looking out at many people and then to convey, express his ideas, finish a thought openly. You are inward looking. So those people who are introverts will definitely have a problem in early stages in the discussion to open up, because introvert personality wants somebody to first come to him and then start. So that doesn't happen in the discussion because time is very less. It's only 5 minutes. Time is this. So in those 5 minutes, you ought to jump into the group and give your own views so they can all accept and come to a common consensus. Number 1, nervousness. Second cause of nervousness is lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. If your knowledge is lacking, you've not been able to write a good story, then in that case also you'll feel nervous. You'll feel underconfident. There is a thin line dividing nervousness and underconfidence. Thin line. But they have a similar effect on the group. So what my advice would be that whatever preparations you have done, have confidence in yourself. Yes, मैं हूँ, मैंने तैयारी की है और मैं आ गया हूँ. Now whatever are your ideas, just express them openly to the group and you'll find that slowly nervousness would go. In Major Kalshi Classes, I must tell the audience, in Major Kalshi Classes we are giving enough practices of reading. This is just to ensure that your nervousness is overcome. And if you, the more you practice in this, the better off you will be. Okay? Next question please.
As in FCAT entry, the group discussion is too short. So how to increase participation in that fish market?
Okay, discussion is not short. The time for discussion people remains same for Army Board, Naval Board and Air Force Board. There is no difference. Okay. I will give you a time frame once again. The time frame is you are having the picture shoot for 30 seconds. Thereafter 1 minute for writing your observations. Then 4 minutes for writing a story. Thereafter you have total time 20 minutes for the second part. 20 minutes. In 20 minutes there are 15 members. 15 minutes gone in that. Left is how much? 5 minutes. So 5 minutes are for your group discussion. This is standard for all the 3 boards. No difference. Okay. Now 5 minutes also is very short. It's not a long time. And you ought to ensure that in those 5 minutes, you have to come into the main fora and you have to make an impact on the group and get the group along to meet the common group goal. So, if your communication skill is good, if you are smart enough and you have the confidence, you will definitely make an impact and get straight in. Okay? Next question, please.
While narrating PPDT, can I add more points which I have not written in the story?
Okay, good question. Have you all got the question? What is asking? See, when you are writing the story in the testing hall, you may not have so many points in your mind. And when you are in the group, when you hear other stories, those points do come to mind. Now, without changing the theme, if you can add on those points which were there in your mind and could have written, no harm. But there are some people who are some smart act. They listen to, let's say it's chapter number 14. उसने तेरा कहानी सुनी, उन्होंने गुरु मेरी कहानी तो अच्छी है ही नहीं, change कर पूरी कहानी से कर, and that can be caught. That can be caught because we are also trained in body language. We can make out कि कौन सच बोल रहा है, झूठ बोल रहा है, बनावटी कर रहा है वो. तो उसमें आपका नुकसान है. So without changing the theme, whatever you want to add, you can add, so that your story does have an impact on the group members. Okay. Next question, please.
Is it necessary to do something which is welfaring the society or the public in the story?
Please, sir. This question is quite similar to the one asked by just number 10. See, what is your attitude? What is your nature? What is your build-up? Are you actually helpful in nature? If you see an accident, do you actually go and help out the people and evacuate them to the hospital, call the ambulance, or help the needy? Or do you start making a video from that of the scene? How are you in actual life? If you are helpful in nature, it will automatically come in your story. Please do not be conscious of making it come in the story. If you be conscious and you're making it come जो आपके अंदर नहीं है, you're wrong. आप गलती कर रहे हैं. आप मास्क पहन रहे हैं. वो मास्क हम लोग नहीं चाहते कोई मास्क पहन के हमारे पास एसएसबी में आए. तो अगर आपकी स्टोरी में आपकी लाइफ में एक्चुअल है तो स्टोरी में आ जाएगा, वो अपने आप आ जाएगा. Understood? Are you all understanding, gentlemen? Yes, okay. We can have the last doubt. Anybody last? PPDD. कोई सवाल, कोई प्रश्न? No, only one girl has asked.
So how to give positivity in a negative picture?
Okay. How to give positivity in a negative picture. See, first of all, as I have told you in the class also, we are accepting the truth. Negative is negative, positive is positive. लेकिन जो नेगेटिव है उसको हम नेगेटिव से पॉजिटिव कन्वर्ट करेंगे. इट इज द सेम फॉर टीएटी, सेम फॉर पीपीडीटी. देयर इज नो डिफरेंस. व्हेन यू सी अ नेगेटिव पिक्चर, व्हेन यू अज्यूम अ नेगेटिव पिक्चर, द पिक्चर इज हेजी, डजंट मैटर, अज्यूम करो and write a story based on that, and then try to have a happy ending. That's all. A happy ending. That is going to be a positive one. So don't negate the stimulus. Don't negate it. If you're seeing negative, don't start assuming कि positive है. ना, negative है तो है. उसको फिर ले आके आप positive में convert कर दो. Okay? So thank you very much. I will invite all of you to come and attend the senior classes in Major Kalshi Classes. We are giving a good amount of practices here, real-time practice, and we have good quality of teachers here to ensure that you succeed in getting skill. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.